everyone, welcome back to the Drivers Room. We're in the Sunday League again today. This is Season 1 of 2020, Round 2, Tier 1. All-Topless International Raceway in the 1965 Mini Cooper S is fully tuned up to maximum power, minimum weight and open tuning and setup. Our grid walk today. On pole we have Drsl, winner of the last round, completely ran away with that race and is stuck it on pole again today. So setting the pace early on, if this form carries on, he's going to be a very difficult man to catch at the midway point of the season. In second place we have Alex. He did struggle last round, finished with a DNF, but yeah, starting from second today, be looking to kick off his championship proper. In third place we've got myself, DJ Rice. Finished second place last round. It's a good result for me, and got a clean race bonus as well, so only 5 points behind Drsl in the championship at the moment. In fourth place we have Bullet. Finished third, solid third place last round, and early on establishing himself as a tier 1 front runner. In fifth place we have Muller. Had an issue at the start of the race last week, so I think he started the race 5 minutes behind everyone else, but still ended with the fastest lap, so it's a shame he weren't running from the start, because he would have been fighting for a win, I would have said. In sixth place we have Mangino. 10th place last round. Reasonably good result considering he was in constant battles throughout the race. In 7th place we have Ferdek, solid 4th place last round. Again, another new tier 1 guy establishing himself at the front early on. In 8th place we have V8 Vendetta. Unfortunate round, last round for our tier 2 champion. Did struggle in the F1500s, but is looking a lot more solid in the minis today, so we see how he gets on from 8th place. In 9th place, Mr. Drivers Room, MJR Mercer. 7th place last round. Again, another driver that was in, I think, from about 4th place down to 10th, were in constant battles throughout the race, so positions could have gone anywhere. In 10th place we have Wilco. 8th place last round, so a solid top 10 finish. Improving pace, but just needs to work on consistency, and I think he'll be fighting for podiums this season. In 11th place we have Canny. Another driver received a DNF last race, I think, so obviously looking to start his championship proper today. Got a lot to do starting from 11th. In 12th place we have Rocker. 12th last round as well, but he's just qualified ahead of his main championship rivals. We're only one round in, but yeah, he's qualified ahead of Daz and Merck, the closest guys to him in the table at the moment. In 13th place we have Daz. Finished just outside the top 10 last round in 11th. Did set a very good time in this mini in time trials, so we'll see how he gets on starting from 13th today. In 14th we have Merck. Unlucky 9th place finish last round. He was running a solid 4th, but there was just calamities with penalties throughout the race for everybody, and he was one of the guys to suffer and ended up dropping back to 9th on the last lap. In 15th place we have Kamaru. 5th last round, good result, but he's already admitted suffering from a bit of flu today, so he's not going to be on top form. So starting from 15th today, we'll see how he gets on. And 16th place, full grid today, we have Cafe Del Mar. First appearance this season. He's one of our reserve drivers, so he's replacing Jules for this race, so we'll see how he gets on. Hoping that mini isn't stocked, because he'll be in trouble if it is. But anyway, that's our grid walk today. Let's get underway. Here we are then, all topless, about to get underway as we build the revs in these mighty minis. So fully tuned up, I think they're about 130 brakes, something like that. It's yeah, Drsl gets everyone away, no full starts, and looks like, I think that's Mangino from 6th place. Got fantastic, he's up to 2nd, brilliant start from Mung. So that's Bullet up to 3rd temporarily, but Alex has got the inside for the first corner, so Alex back up to 3rd, Bullet down to 4th, myself down to 5th, so Bullet making up the place, and yeah, Mung the big winner there, moving up from 6th to 2nd. I think V8's moved up a couple of places there as well. So come through this cars. Muller's dropped down the field a little bit. Ferdek down to 7th, everyone's bunching up a little bit now. So Drzl's cleanly away in 1st place. You've got Mangino in 2nd, Alex closely behind in 3rd. Got myself back up into 4th ahead of Bullet there by the looks of it. It's Bullet back down to 5th. V8 up to 6, yeah, so V8's moved up a couple of places from 8th to 6th. And Rocker also has moved right up to 7th place. So yeah, Rocker's had a good start there as well, so further down to 9th, he's side by side with Mercer. Mercer's got the move done there, so Mercer moving himself up to 8th, further down to 9th. He's got Wilco in 10th, Muller down to 11th, Cafe Del Mar in 12th, Merck in 13th, Daz in 14th, Candy 15th, Kamaru in 16th. So Drsl just extending that lead there, as Mungino still in 2nd. So looks like Alex putting the pressure on, has slowed him down a bit, as that 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th are closed right up now. A little bit of a gap back to V8 in 6th place. Rocker in a comfortable 7th at the moment, as it's bunching up behind Furdeck there. Someone ghosting out there. Muller still in 11th, closely followed by Merck. Daz has dropped a place down for Cafe Del Mar's also had a good start, she's moving up from 16th place to 13th. Kamaru's got ahead of Canny somewhere there as well by the looks of it. Drsl crossing the line at the end of lap 1. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th still in the train. Looks like Rocker's closing the gap a little bit to V8 in the slipstream. And that is Alex running wide there, I think, out of turn 1. Still holding on to 1st place, those are managing to carry the speed through. But this is going to put him under pressure. Just have a little bit of a look inside the hairpin. So I think Alex still carrying enough speed. He's got the inside of this next corner, so Mungino's slowed quite a bit there as well, so Alex is right on the tail of Mungino. See if we get the slipstream coming out this bend down to the tight hairpin. It's a good overtaking opportunity. Looks like myself diving up the inside of the hairpin. Late on the brakes, just about a slot ahead of Alex, but Alex gets a better exit. Temporarily up into 3rd, but Alex retaining his position. We've got Bullet in 5th, just watching this all unfold. V8 comfortable 6th now, looks like he's pulled a bit of a gap to Rocker again in 7th. Mercer's pulling away from that fighting group behind as well. A little bit of field spread there as Wilco right on the tail of Merck. Moved up a place to 10th as well by the looks of it. Slow and steady progress at the moment. Yeah, Wilco in 12th. It's Cafe Del Mar still doing enough to hold Daz off at the moment in 14th. As Canny and Kamaru having a battle for 15th and 16th at the back. Kamaru just about holding on to that place. But yeah, end of lap 2. As you see, myself and looks like Bullet's closed the gap to me in 4th. Got the inside of this corner, but we'll see how this pans out. As Bullet can get a better exit here. Just about done enough to stay ahead. All positions retained in the top 5 at the moment. As you see, Bullet just diving to the inside, having a look. Getting very close to a corner cut there. Bullet's got. So you get round the. I don't think he's going to get round the outside of the hairpin. Just a little bit of a nudge there where I think I just closed the door a little bit. Under all sorts of pressure from Bullet at the moment. Just about getting the inside of this bend as well. Need a good exit here. Otherwise I will be under pressure into the hairpin. So yeah, Bullet definitely finding some more pace this season. better race by race, and he's got a fancy a podium again today if he can just stay in touch with his pack up ahead. So Rocker in 7th, Mercer in 8th, side by side. Coming down this right hander, so Mercer's got the inside, but he was very narrow going in, so he's done well there, just broke and slotted back in behind Rocker. Yeah, he was very tight going into that bend, so did have to slow quite a bit anyway. So you got Muller up into 9th place now, so steady progress again. Furnick down to 10th, he's under pressure from Cafe Del Mar, as I think Daz has dropped back, so and Wilco as well, so Kamara up into 13th, Kenny 14th, Wilco 15th, Daz down to 16th, so he's made a massive mistake somewhere. We'll spare his blushes and we won't go back. That's Drsl in 1st place, coming to complete for lap 3, 2 minutes 16, so, and this is Alex moving up to 2nd place on the main straight. So Mungino's been holding on to 2nd place up until now, as Alex just moves over to get a better line into the corner. Mungino's got the inside, does well, gets himself ahead again, so Mungino back up into 2nd. Bullet up to 4th now as well, after having that battle with me, so we'll see what happens now. But all this going on, you've got Drsl just disappearing down the road. Already got a sizable gap, as you see there. Yeah, Mungino doing enough to hold on to 2nd place at the moment. But this group of 4, we're all slowing each other down at the moment. It's V8 in a comfortable 6th place now. He's got a pretty healthy gap back to Mercer. So Muller's also moved himself up into 8th place, and Muller's still making steady progress through the field. Mercer looking quick at the moment as well. So take a look at Bullet in 4th place. He's having a look into the hairpin, so he's got the inside on Alex, but he's a bit late on the brakes. Give him a little bit of a turbo boost through there, and that might well move him up into, it's going to be difficult going into this fast right-hander. Everyone's just giving each other enough space, just about, as Alex and Mungino get a bit of contact and slow each other down. That lets Bullet slip through slip through into 2nd place. Good move from Bullet there. Mungino still holding Alex off at the moment, as myself in 5th. You see V8 Vendetta's closed that gap right up to this battle now as well. Just come through this final twisty section up to the long right-hander. Absolute tyre shredder this track. You see Bullet already pulled a little bit of a gap, as myself, Mungino and Alex still just slowing each other up at the moment, but I've got myself up into 4th place there, getting a tow from Mungino as well. See if go for a move into the 1st corner as I take the inside line. Runs a little bit wide there, he gets a poor exit, so that's myself and Alex moving ahead of him. It looks like Alex is going to get the inside of this next corner as well, and it looks like V8's moved himself up into 5th as well, ahead of Mungino. So Mungino dropping 3 places there in a couple of corners. We've got Alex up into 3rd, myself in 4th, V8 up into 5th, so V8 looking a lot better today. Still on the transition from pad to wheel, which does take a bit of time. Solid 5th place at the moment. Mungino in 6th, as looks like Muller's got himself ahead of Mercer, so he's up to 7th now. We'll see if he can get onto the back of this battle up ahead. So let's have a quick run through the grid as we stand at the moment. As you see, Drsl in the world of his own again. Bullet in 2nd place. He's just pulled enough of a gap to Alex to be safe from the slipstream there. Good job from Bullet. Alex in 3rd, myself 4th, V8 in 5th, Mungino in 6th, as Muller and Mercer side by side, 7th, 8th, Rocker in 9th, Furnick 10th, Merck in 11th, Cafe Del Mar in 12th. Cafe Del Mar up to 11th, so he gets the move done on Merck there. As Merck fights back around this next bend, so they're trading positions at the moment. I think Cafe Del Mar's just about. No, Merck comes back again. 3-car battle here, and that's Wilco behind, catching these guys up as well. Cafe's got the inside, this long right-hander, just needs a good switch back and a good exit. So if that mini stock and he hasn't changed the gearing, I think he'll be a sitting duck on the main straight, but we'll see as he dives into the pits there. So obviously struggling a bit of tyre wear. So Kamaru up to 11th, as Wilco goes to the inside of these two guys. We'll see how they get on into turn 1 here, 3 abreast. They'll just give each other enough space and come through cleanly. So Kamaru 11th, Merck 12th, Wilco 13th, Dad's back up into 14th now, Canny down 15th, Cafe back out onto the track in 16th. So let's have a quick look at the live timings, just see exactly how far ahead this man is. 7.2 seconds ahead of Bullet. Alex a further 2 seconds behind Bullet, so yeah, Bullet's done enough to protect himself from the slipstream. Good job in second place. If he could see if he can catch Des, but I think he'll be definitely happy with the second place here. Alex in third, myself in fourth, V8 still in fifth. Just settling back in sixth now. Doesn't look like Muller's made too much progress on this battle up ahead. V8 definitely looking racy at the moment, as he's tucked into my slipstream. So have a look at that tyre wear there, because Alex is obviously quite notorious for throwing the car about a bit, and if you see the front's just going a little bit, but yeah, just a little bit more tyre wear than the rest of the field at the moment. We'll see if that costs him as this race goes on. I don't think anyone's really looking to Rocket League. No, I'm alright, man. Cheers. Alex, Alex loses a place there, so it's myself up into third if I can hold it around the outside of turn 1. Yeah, got myself up into third place. Alex down to fourth now, V8 in fifth, Mangino in sixth. So obviously had enough of these minis, he's taken up playing Rocket League now. Muller's closing that gap in 7th place, so yeah, Muller's going to be putting money under pressure towards the end of this race. I say towards the end, we're only halfway through, so Mercer in a solid 8th place now, a bit of a gap to 3rd, Eck in 9th, Rocker in 10th, Merck, Kamaru and Wilco still having a 3-car battle. It's Wilco taking a look up the inside. I think Kamaru's going to have the inside of the hairpin, but runs wide. Kamaru's tight on the apex, but Wilco's carrying a bit more speed, so yeah, retains 12th place ahead of Kamaru there. Daz in 14th, Canny in 15th, Cafe 8 in 16th. Drsl, the championship leader, just coming through to oh sorry, I thought it was the main straight. Yeah, you just see Bullet coming through in the background there, so he's got the length for this straight to play with at the moment. It's Bullet in 2nd place. Myself in 3rd now, hopefully do enough just to keep Alex at bay. I think I'm a little bit quicker around the last section and second half of the lap. Alex is if I remember rightly, and Alex was a little bit quicker at the first half of the lap. Anyway, that's the 8th and 5th, yeah. Muller's right on the tail of Mungino now, so he's going to be in the slipstream on the main straight. A chance to move himself up into 6. See the tyre wear as well, as Mungino suffering a little bit more than Muller behind. So Muller notorious for good tyre wear. Let's have a little on-ball shot. There's classic Mini coming down the main straight. Muller chasing Mungino, so he's picked up the slipstream. That was a change of gear there from Mung. Muller takes a look on the inside. He'll be braking around that orange marker there. Mungino really late on the brakes, but very respectful driving there. So Muller knows he's going to have the inside of this next corner, so I think he might have just done enough to nick 6th place, but we'll see. Muller moved himself up to 6th, but he's had a poor entry into that corner, and that's given Mercer a look as well. So while these two have been at it, Mercer's closed the gap up as well, and these 3 guys start fighting. They've got Furdeck not too far behind. Muller just about retaining 7th place ahead of Mercer there in 8th. This 3-car battles, Rocker's still doing enough, so all positions retained with these 3 guys, Rocker, Kamaru and Wilco. Kamaru's got the inside of this hairpin, he might have a look. Late on the brakes, very late on the brakes. He's lost a lot of time there. See if Wilco might get the move done as well. But Kamaru's got the inside of this right-hander coming up, and you've got Daz closing the gap behind in 14th now. Get right amongst these battles. Yeah, Kamaru's still just holding on to 12th place. Wilco running a little bit wide there, Daz running wide in the background. Quick run through the grid again. So Drsl very comfortable there. Now he's coming onto the home straight to complete lap 8. So have a look at them deltas there, 2:16s, another 2:16.2. So easily around a second a lap quicker at the moment. Bullet running and clean there now. 2:17.2 from Bullet, 2:17.6 from myself. Still got Alex tucked right into my slipstream. Pulled a little bit of a gap to V8 Vendetta again. As you see behind, you've got Mungino, Mercer and Muller coming 3 abreast into turn 1 again. Mungino's got the inside, he's good on the brakes. All positions just about retained there, but Muller might have a run into this corner again, into turn 2. If you don't count that little kink they've just gone through. A bit earlier on the brakes this time, so he got a poor exit, but he just slots right behind. That's Mercer up into 7th place now. Mercer looking very racy in these minis as Muller comes through, but he's going to be on the outside of this hairpin. I don't think he's been able to get the job done around there. So Mercer just shuts the door on him a little bit and retains his 7th place. So Furdeck still in 9th, not really catching these guys up ahead, but still safe from these battles behind. So Wilco's up into 11th now, ahead of this group of, which is now going to be 4 cars, because Daz is up into 13th, and you've got Rocker down to 14th, so he's made a mistake somewhere in that fight with these 4 guys at the back. This might bring Canny into play as well if he can just keep some consistent lap times in, start picking up the slipstream of them guys in front. And Cafe at the back now, stuck on the medium, so he's obviously struggling with the tyres a little bit, but you're not going to have a lot of pace on the mediums, unfortunately. Daz in first, Bullet in second, myself in third, Alex in 4th still, P8 in 5th, and that is Muller back up to 6th, and Muller giving Mercer a little nudge around that around the right hander at this technical section. So Muller back up into 6th place now. He's going to have these 2 guys on his slipstream on the home straight if he stays ahead through the final 2 corners. And Mungino's picked up a penalty as well, so that's your 3 points for a clean race bonus out the window. yeah, it's unfortunate. But anyway, Muller coming onto the home straight in 6th place. Mercer just about in the slipstream there. Mangino behind in 8th. Yeah, Ferdek's closed that gap a little bit now, so once he starts picking up that slipstream of Mangino, he's going to close that gap even further. Still ahead of this group. Rowan 12th, Drsl 13th, Rocker 14th, Kenny 15th, Cafe Del Martin 16th. I think that's a semi-retirement from Cafe, so unfortunate debut in T1 today from Cafe Del Mar. I think he might have been a short notice replacement for Jules, and obviously with this car having we don't often do open tuning in our events, just to keep reasonably level playing field. He might have been a short notice and not had time to tune that mini up, but yeah, anyway, we'll just sit with Drsl for a minute. Look at those lap times on the right hand side, from lap 2 to what is now lap 10, barely a second difference between all 10 laps, so yeah, very good consistency. Obviously with tyre wear kicking in a little bit now. Tyre wear not massive on this track, but it is quite a technical track, especially the last section, so yeah, tyre wear does hurt you quite a bit. So you've got Ferdek's close that gap right up to Mangino now. Obviously Mangino had that penalty to try and serve, that might have cost him a bit. Ferdek right in the slipstream on the main straight, so he's had a good exit out of that last bend as well, so I think he might get the job done before the corner here. He takes the inside anyway, side by side. Mangino's very good on the brakes into turn 1, but we see what happens here. Got a lot more overspeed. See where Mangino is that him in the mirrors? Yeah, Ferdek neat and tidy out of turn 1. Yeah, good job, good move there from Ferdek into 8th place. So Mangino down to 9th now. Race falling apart a little bit in the last few laps. V8 in 5th, so Miller's closed that gap to V8 now, so he's managed to stay ahead of Mercer and pull a bit of a gap, and now looking to take the fight to V8. Ferdek in 8th now, Mangino in 9th. I think he's safe from Merck in 10th, Wilco in 11th, Camaro 12th, Daz 13th, Rocker 14th, Caddy in 15th, Cafe in 16th. It's on 24 minute mark now. So just take a look at Muller, having a look on the inside of the hairpin and V8, so he's opts against it, but it's over 5 minutes of his race left now. He's got plenty of time to make a move, no need to do anything rash. V8 a little bit more tyre wear, so he's looking racy in the mini, so see how Muller gets on. Oh, that's not a great corner from V8, so just runs it a little bit wide there around that right hander, gives the place to Muller, and Mercer right on his tail now as well, so Mercer's definitely going to fancy this himself. So good tyre wear from Mercer there as well, just a little bit worse for V8. I say it's quite a technical track, especially the last section, so a tiny bit of tyre wear can mean quite a bit of time. Rejoin Mangino a bit further back down the field as he looks to get the job done on Ferdek. So just a lap before, this is where Ferdek overtook Mung at turn 1. So Mangino's got the better overspeed, he's got a wide angle going in, and I think Ferdek's just yielded. Yeah, you just see him in the review there. Sorry about that, poor camera. Ferdek does have the run into turn 2. The inside of turn 2, sorry, but yeah, Mungino does enough, holds it round the outside. And a bit of a punt then from Kamaru. These 3 guys, as Wilco does run wide from it and Kamaru does slow down. He's pretty much completely off the throttle there, but in doing that, that's let Daz slip right round the outside of that corner. It's given the inside of turn, the hairpin. Daz taking full advantage of that, getting himself up into 12th place. So yeah, a little accidental bit of contact from Kamaru there, but Wilco's straight back up into 11th place, just ahead of Daz. But Daz has the better speed. Wilco's got the inside of this hairpin. Daz has done enough to stay ahead there. Just runs wide on the exit. This could give Wilco another run. As Kamaru avoiding Kamaru with a lot more overspeed there and avoiding contact with Daz. They all give each other. Wilco runs really wide out of that corner, so he's going to give Kamaru a run again. I think he's dropped right back here. So Wilco down at 13th, Daz in 12th, Kamaru in 11th. Where are we at now? 27.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes of this race left. We'll have a quick run through the grid again. Drsl first place, comfortably first place. Bullet in a very comfortable second place now as well. Myself in third, done enough to break away from that slipstream of Alex. Alex in 4th place, Muller catching him slowly. Mercer in 6th place, Mercer ahead of V8 as well. V8 dropping down to 7th place. Ferdek in 8th, Mungino in 9th, Merck in 10th. It's battle for 11th, 12th and 13th still going on. Got the lead into turn 1. Does run a little bit wide there, as so does Daz, but just about keeps it on the track. As Wilco's got the inside of turn 2. We'll see if he can get the job done. Just keep it even tidy yet. So Wilco back up into 11th, Daz in 12th, Kamaru down to 13th there after that little excursion at turn 1. Rocker in 14th, Kenny in 15th. So looks like Kenny's closing that gap to Rocker now as well, so might have a little battle at the end of the race. Drsl in first place, sorry. Fastest lap of the race again, but I looked at it from Des. Unless anyone comes in for a late pit and a cheeky, I don't think anyone's really got the space to do that. But so it could be another clean sweep from Des again. I think he's got a clean race as well, so this will be fastest lap, pole, race win and clean race for Des. Just under a minute left now. Bullet in 2nd place there, so yeah, time's just dropping off a little bit as the tyre wear's kicking in from Bullet, but it's solid 2nd place. We've got 2:18.7. Yeah, it's almost half a second a lap quicker than myself at the moment towards the end of this race. Got Alex fighting off Muller for 4th place as well. So tyre wear pretty bad for Alex at the moment, as he goes extremely wide through there. Muller times his exit out of this sort of slingshot corner. He could get a run into turn 1. So Alex carries good speed out of that last bend. Oh, that's 4th, 5th finish, sorry. 6th place, V8 Vendetta. I didn't realise I'd run out of time. 7th place, Mercer, Ferdek in 8th. Mungino in 9th, Merck in 10th. Wilco in a best. Sorry, I thought we had another lap, so I've just seen the front 3 go through. So Wilco's done just enough to hold on to a 11th place there, ahead of Daz in 12th, Kamaru in 13th. Yeah, because not enough time for Canny to travel Rocker towards the end of that race, and Cafe Delmar in 16th. So yeah, race winner again today by the looks of it. Got half a lap left. I think that's just the top three guys yet to finish. So Alex doing just enough to hold on to 4th place at the end there. Muller maybe needed another lap or 2. Solid result from V8 in the end, so he got back ahead of Mercer towards the end of that. Third Ekin 8th, Mungino 9th, Merck 10th, Wilco 11th, Dazin 12th, Kamaru 13th, Rocker 14th, Canyon 15th. But yeah, race winner today comfortably, Drsl. I haven't got enough time to have a quick look at the live timings. 14.5 seconds ahead of Bullet in second place. Myself another 5 to 6 seconds behind Bullet in third place. So yeah, congratulations Des again on the race win. We'll stay with it this time. I'm actually watch him cross the line and take the checkered flag. But yeah, it's going to put Drsl in a commanding position. Two race wins out of 2 races with yeah, 5-point lead going into this race, and it's extended on that again. Myself was in second, so Bullet taking second place today. It's going to be a tight fight in the championship. From second place down, so Muller's yet to get the results he deserves. That's Drsl crossing the line in first place. Congratulations. But yeah, Muller, as I say, we got Mungino. Fair few drivers yet haven't really picked up the results they're capable of this season, but we're only 2 races in. Yeah, Bullet in second place, and that's myself in third. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next week.